Is this thing on? Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Jace Perspective. I am your host, Terrible Ass Jace. Sidebar, please don't take anything that I say seriously, as I don't even take anything that I say seriously, okay? That's the disclaimer. Let's go ahead and jump right into this episode. Self-proclaimed female red pill Lord and Savior Pearl Davis, of Just Pearly Things fame, has bumped heads with industry trollop Brittany Renner. Now, some of you are familiar with the name Brittany Renner, and I'm not surprised. Okay? Brittany Renner has been said to have chased Pearl off of this podcast they were doing on a channel called the BYG Network, and the podcast is called the GFY Show. And apparently Brittany has seemed to have chased Pearl Davis off of the show by way of mindlessly screaming and yelling at her, to the point of Pearl packing up them bland mayonnaise cheeks, gathering her electronics, and hitting the bricks. Okay, now I'm not quite sure what the GFY show is, as I do not see myself listening to any pod or show that either one of these young ladies are a part of, okay, for any extended period amount of time over 1.5 minutes. We're not going to do that. But apparently there was a comment about female intuition, which is a very popularized term. Very popular term when it comes to the inklings that women get when it comes to decisions and things of that nature. And female intuition is real. Some female intuition does not always lead the females correctly, because sometimes people just don't want to listen to common sense, even if it's coming from themselves. Okay. But anyway, the comment about female intuition was shot toward Brittany Renner by Pearl. And in true Pearl fashion, she tried to come at Brittany very smugly. Okay. If anybody knows about Pearl Davis and them little smug faces with them little tight white lips of hers, you know she comes from money, so Miss Pearl, she thinks she's hot shit. Okay? Anyway, Pearl tried to come smugly at Brittany, and she also tried to emphasize the bad choices made by all women. You know how Pearl do? She liked to say that all women ain't shit, and all women are dumb, and all women do all the stupid shit. She's just the only good one on planet Earth. Okay, so Brittany shut Pearl down with the question of, well, what kind of choices do you make, girl? And of course, Pearl, in true Pearl fashion again, could not give a straight answer. Now, please don't get me wrong. I do not support Brittany's known shenanigans in any way, shape, or form. In any capacity. Brittany Renner is a whore. No sugarcoating it, no other way to put it. Okay. On September the 27th of 2023, Brittany Renner went on the Shannon Sharpe Show, or AKA Club Shay Shay, and proudly stated that she had been with about 35 men in her 32 years of life. And I'm willing to bet that that number is even higher. Okay. I have no proof. I just do not believe that number that Brittany Renner decided to pop out of her mouth, out of her jowls, out of her well-used jowls. I don't believe you, okay? I definitely believe it's way more than 35. That's just me. If you believe it's 35, good for you. I don't. Basically, Brittany is just Superhead Part 2. And for those of you who may not be familiar with Superhead, I doubt it, but for those of you who are not familiar with Superhead, Corinne Steffens, who by chance has recently changed her name to Elizabeth something. She's an author, and Corinne Steffens, aka Superhead, aka New Elizabeth, who writes the books, said, "Oh no, y'all not. I have hoarded my insides to capacity, and I still need to make me some monies. So I'm just going to go ahead and change this name and this persona, and y'all not going to stick Superhead on me. Y'all can give it to Brittany Renner." And Brittany Renner has grabbed that torch and ran proudly with it. Okay. So yeah, Brittany girl, you ain't fooling nobody. But Pearl is no better. And not exactly in bodies. And hell, listen, I don't trust Pearl. She probably got about 25 bodies on her. Miss Pearl, okay? It be them girls, it be them super sweet, churchy, I'm so prim and proper bitches y'all gotta look out for, okay? And that is exactly what the fuck Pearl is, okay? And what else is Pearl? Pearl is a hypocritical grifter who has perfected how to infiltrate the red pill community by bashing the very women who she is exactly like. Pearl, bitch, you ain't no different than the women you sitting out here constantly putting down. Absolutely the fuck not, okay? Pearl's claim to fame is by rising to prominence in the manosphere subculture. Like I said, she is the Lord and Savior of the red pill community, okay? Faker than a $3 bill. So let's talk about Miss Pearl Davis real quick and how full of shit her unseasoned chicken breast faced ass is. Okay. Pearl is full of shit. And she can't even practice what the fuck she preaches. Pearl is 27. Pearl also constantly, but let me rewind. Pearl is constantly bashing women over the age of 25 who are not married. Like I said, Pearl is 27 and husbandless. Matter of fact, if I am correct, she ain't even got a man. Okay, she's not in any relationship, let alone a marriage. 27 and manless, but yet you sitting here bashing all the women over 25 who don't have that? Oh, really? Okay. Now, of course, Miss Pearl feels that she should not be judged for not being married. But for someone who thinks that all women should be in a committed, monogamous, heterosexual relationship and marriage, it's very ironic that she cannot practice what she preaches. Pearl, where your man at, boo? Pearl also bashes career-minded women. And if I'm not mistaken, Pearl has been a content creator since 2020, a content creator and star. Okay, since 2020. So it's okay for Pearl to be a huge star with a red hot career, but it's not okay for other women to do the same. They are bad and she is catch of the day. Oh, really? Okay, Miss Pearly things. So Pearl is far from what she preaches, what she bashes. She is exactly that. She is the farthest thing away from what she says real men want from women. Pearl is the farthest thing. But yet you sitting here and getting the red pill movement all riled up and go Pearl. No go Pearl. Pearl, go find a man, boo. And let go of your YouTube channel. Do that. Since you're so gung ho and you talk great shit. So I will say that I found the clip of Pearly and Brittany Renner very, very funny. Actually hilarious. And I find it hilarious because women, and I don't care what y'all say, the women that are watching this, oh, that's not true. Women really do hate each other for the most part. That's why we can't get along. Now, I will circle back and say that yes, there are some true, genuine friendships and true, genuine sisterhoods. I have a couple. I could count it on one hand and still have hella fingers left over. Okay. So that group is very small. I'm talking about 5% of all women for the most part. And women will put up this fake front of camaraderie and oh, I got all these girlfriends and my sisters and that's bullshit. Women hate other women, period. Okay. There's genuine love amongst women. Absolutely. But it's very small. Like I said, 5 to 10%. Once upon a time, and I say this because I have a story. Jace's story time. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was part of a podcast called The Beautifully Toxic Show. It was my show idea. And I asked a former friend to co-host. Come co-star with me. And it was cool and beautiful for almost a year until dun dun dun. Insert women really being themselves. Okay. She showed her true side. She showed me how dubious one female could be toward another just for the fuck of it. Throwing fits when things didn't go her way. Falling back on her duties as she was the editor of the show. So there'd be times when show episodes late because Miss Thing just had to put her personal life in way of business. And when you're doing a business, baby, you can't do that. When you say, I want to take on this position and I want to do this, because me and the executive producer, we say, hey, we're going to do higher fiver. No, I want to take over and I want to do it. And she was a great editor. I give her that. But when she decided she wanted to be up in the face of whoever the hell she was dealing with, baby, our episodes got put on the back burner. She did not give a fuck about the Beautifully Toxic show. She did not give a fuck about the traction and the forward trajectory of Jason herself, whose name shall not be named. Okay. And she only did the work when she felt like it. And not only that, she was very manipulative, and she tried to even gaslight the executive producer one time during a meeting. We had a meeting, and he just made a simple comment, a professional comment. You got to learn how to segue through these transitions. Miss Lady had a whole meltdown. She told him he was a horrible, mean person, and all kind of tried to gaslight him and make him feel like he just was bad man, because he had the nerve to simply give her professional advice. So I was like, oh, no, this ain't gonna work. I cannot work with another female the way that I thought I could. It is too much unnecessary drama and manipulation. I'm not with the shits. I'm not. Okay? How the hell are you supposed to have a podcast and you ain't got no goddamn episodes? Just answer me that. Okay? So we pulled the plug. And I thank God every day that we gave Miss Thing her walking papers. I definitely cannot work with another female on some business shit. Okay? Because majority of females don't know how to fucking act. If they can't control the narrative, they will try to tear it down and make sure that it don't work for nobody. Please believe me. Tuah Girl Haley Welch is now crying victim after becoming a viral sensation for saying that she does what basically 99% of women do for their significant others, and that is just spit on dick. She's been getting hella paydays for bullshit appearances at clubs and venues, about 30 grand worth of payday. Now she's saying that she's afraid to get kidnapped and that there is a downside.
Sad face. There's a downside to fame, and I keep getting foul requests from the fans all the time. Poor little sweet innocent me. They being nasty to me, and they asking me to do nasty stuff like suck dick.
Tuah? Bitch, please. What did she expect to happen? Don't call the fans foul when you acted foul yourself. How else did you get this? What else is a Tuah? What was the question? Something like, what do you do to get a rise out of the man? You Tuah and spit on that thing. What the fuck? When you get famous for making a mediocre blowjob, when you get famous for making a mediocre blowjob joke, what the fuck did you expect to happen? When you put the spotlight and the highlight on a sexual act and go viral for it, what else? We don't know nothing about you, ma'am. When you become viral for whatever, you might become viral for blowing bubbles, or you might become viral for eating 5 sandwiches, whatever it is that you happen to choose that catapults you into the spotlight via virality. You're going to have the attention put on you for what it is you were talking about at that time. Haley Welch, ma'am, was talking about Tuah, spitting on that thing. I don't know what else you could have been talking about, spitting on that thing. You talking about spitting on dick. What did you expect? What did you want? Okay? You sure as hell didn't mind that money being thrown at you. You wasn't a victim then when he was taking that 30 grand payday and them other amounts of money and doing your little tours, and you got your hometown in Tennessee. Got a whole documentary about you. And the funny part is the theme song on the trailer got some country man singing, and he was singing about Jesus. Since when do songs about Jesus and Hawk Tuah on that thing go together? I'm confused. Maybe one of y'all could tell me, because I'm confusion, okay? So, I mean, what, you don't like that your actions have consequences again? Boo-hoo. You don't like taking accountability, Miss Haley Welch? You just want to go out here and run buck wild in these streets and talk about some buck wild shit and then just have all of the saintly and godly men come your way? And no? Looks like we don't like taking accountability for what we've done, Miss Haley Welch, Miss Hawk Tuah, on that thing, okay? Anyway, you got the money, ho. Hire a bodyguard if you're so scared of getting kidnapped and people saying nasty stuff to you. Hire a bodyguard. You got money. Don't you, bitch? Okay. But I get it. Miss Haley Welch has applied the Modern Woman 3-step program, and that is: number 1, build a character based on sexually objectifying yourself. Number 2, get upset when the men see you as a sexual object, as the sexual object that you built. Number 3, keep making your monies off that sexual objectification while crying that you're seen as a sexual object. Yep, that sounds about right. Good job, Haley Welch. Amber Rose, newest member of the MAGA community, is currently being talked about, but for a much different reason this time around. Well, what are we talking about Miss Amber for? So Amber Rose, at one point in time, one moment. Something popped up on my screen. I apologize, folks. So Amber Rose, at one point in time, hated the Don, Donald Trump. She called him a racist. She called him a predator. Blah, blah, blah. And well, what do you know? Her opportunistic ass, opportunistic meaning, I'll do anything for a check and attention. Okay? She is now screaming Trump from the mountaintops. She even starred in a music video called Trump, Trump Baby with the Vanilla Ice beat. It's on YouTube. I don't even know the name of the man that did the song, and I refuse to know it. I'm not going to look it up. But she struts around proudly while this rap artist raps about Trump, Trump Baby. Okay. So I wonder why. Why are you so pro-Trump, Miss Amber Rose? Well, word on these streets is that she is on the Trump train because she is looking to hook a pardon because she has been scamming people with a dud crypt coin. Well, surprise, surprise. I am shocked. This is shocking news. That whore pivoted to the Trump right when them feds announced that they were investigating her crypto scam and investigating it. She pivoted hard Trump right. To it all right, to it all right. And a tweet by user Alex Cole on 7/17/24 stated, let me pull it up. A little birdie, and Alex tweets, a little birdie told me Amber Rose has a crypto scam that is being investigated by the feds. That's why she's trying to get close to Trump. She might need a pardon. It all makes sense now. And another tweet by Wu-Tang is for the children basically solidified it as a fact by saying, it's true. Then they posted a tweet of Amber Rose on June 26, 24, with a screenshot of her saying, Y'all ready for my coin to drop? Devil horns emoji, laughing smiley face emoji. And a context was attached to it that said, please beware. Amber Rose has promoted numerous, meaning more than one, crypto scams in the past. And I will read an article to you all by the btcc.com. And this was on July 23rd, 2024. Well, that's today. Oh, Miss Amber. And the article goes as such. Amber Rose crypto scam, unraveling the allegations. Amber Rose, a renowned model and TV sensation, has unexpectedly become the focal point of a cryptocurrency scandal, facing allegations of involvement in a fraud. Clutch my pearls, Miss Amber Rose. This shocking revelation comes on the heels of her previous headlining, grabbing political activism, adding an unexpected twist to her public persona. Crypto promos and deals. Instagram and Twitter have been Amber's primary promotional tools for a number of Bitcoin initiatives. I started saying investigations. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me repeat that. Instagram and Twitter have been Amber's primary promotional tools for a number of Bitcoin initiatives in the past few years to encourage her followers to join Discord channels relevant to cryptocurrency. She posts links, tags, pages, and more. A community remark was added to one of her postings not long ago, alerting viewers that Amber has a history, which means repeated actions, of endorsing multiple cryptocurrency frauds. Another tagged community remark says, Amber Rose has a history of promoting numerous crypto scams in the past. Users are recommended to advise caution when interacting with any crypto-related tweets from Amber Rose. Amber's reactions to the allegations. Amidst these allegations, rumors of a federal investigation into Amber's crypto promotion activities have surfaced. Many speculate that her recent political shift is a strategic maneuver to gain favor with powerful allies who may support her if illegal issues arise. Such speculation adds to the already volatile nature of the crypto market and Amber's public image. And Amber tweeted, I'd like to address this community note. When I made those promotional posts, I wasn't as knowledgeable about cryptos as I am now. And at the time, I didn't fully understand the nature of paid promotions in this space. Moving forward, I want to assure you that I'm committed to this project for the long run, and I will be heavily involved. My goal is to provide transparent and informed communication to our community. I bet you will, Amber. You gonna be real heavily involved in taking in people's good coin that you done gypped them out of. Absolutely, Amber girl. Come on, Miss Opportunistic. I'm gonna get that check and attention by any means necessary. We gonna call you Amber X, bitch. A more open and well-informed Amber is now her goal. She promised her followers. A federal inquiry into Amber's crypto marketing activities is supposedly circulating, and many think she's trying to curry favor with influential people who could back her up in court by making this abrupt political change. And that's where the Don comes into effect. So I asked the question, Miss Amber Rose. You now have turned to support Trump after your crypto scam has triggered an investigation. Like I said in another episode, nothing about this wench is genuine. This bitch ain't got a genuine bone in her body. In her little ran through by the industry body, she don't have not a genuine bone in it, okay? But hey, if the Don can milk some votes out of her due to who supports her and follows her, I am all for it, okay? We don't need that Indian cosplaying whore, Kamala, K-U-M, who is pretending to be black just to get what she wants in office anyway. So by all means, Donald, the savvy businessman that you are, get them number of voters up, okay? She's using you, Don. Why not use her too? Fuck it. And we love to see it. And just like that, I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.